when we go to an ad break, we don't just sit here, we carry on working, right? We carry on working. And Daz and I were having a conversation about the shape of the team and about how it would appear that Gareth is, I'm going to use the word shoehorning, because to play Saka left wing back, I know he's played there for England, I know he's played there for Arsenal, but anyone that's watched Saka over the recent years, and by the way, he was voted by the fans England's best performer over the last 12 months, to play him in that position and then to take him off, I felt sorry for him, actually.
Yeah.
He had to go to a 4. I would like to see Gareth Southgate on Monday evening against Germany go in that game with a 4. I thought we looked better.
You think he will?
I think he might. Now, here's the problem. Harry Maguire in a 4 is a very different player to Harry Maguire in a 3.
Yep.
Right? So you're looking at two very, very different players. You've seen at Manchester United. In a 4, he doesn't look as comfortable. In a 3, that is his best position that we saw tonight, right?
Yep.
That is Harry. To play in a 4, he's going to have to leave Harry Maguire out.
Yeah.
He
has to then.
Well, I said that, but just one.
And Eric Dyer as well, by the way, who plays in a 3 at Spurs. I thought was probably our best defender today.
So
you're putting Stones and Tomori in?
Well, will he?
No.
I think he's got to go to a back 4. I genuinely feel that he'll be if he's scratching his head in the dressing room, he needs to scratch it a little bit more and look at the performance. It was better. I thought Grealish added a real urgency,
agreed.
and there was the word's urgency. Something, picked the ball up, made things happen, didn't wait for things to happen.
Jace, you look at the team today. Rice, sits deep. Walker, not bad going forward.
Went to a 4-2-3-1, didn't we?
Bellingham, Sterling, Foden, Saka, Kane. Yeah. I know Saka was left wing back. No creativity in that team.
I know.
Apart from when Grealish came on.
Where's
like
James
you said,
James Maddison?
James Maddison's the obvious one.
I know.
No Tammy Abraham. Why not bring him on? Why? Look, give Kane 90 minutes, okay. But why not bring Abraham on? Why is Tony... Not look. He spoke about Chilwell and Luke Shaw and saying basically why he put Saka left back. They're not playing for their clubs regularly. Why have them in the squad at all then? If you're not going to play them, they're natural left wing backs or left backs.
I think he has to.
Rico Henry at Brentford, he's playing. Pick him then.
Look, the game against Germany on Monday night is absolutely vital for him. This is his last warm-up game before the World Cup. I think if he goes into that with a 3 or goes into the same 4, I think you're asking for trouble. I think he's got to change the shape. The 4-2-3-1. Look, I know we were chasing the game and therefore we had to do something different.
Yep.
But I thought Grealish looked sharp.
We look better.
Look, something's got to change right now because we're sleepwalking our way into an absolute disaster at the World Cup. Let's go speak to Shawnee, who's a West Ham fan. Shawnee?
Sure.
Sharon, how
are you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, good lads. Good. It's good to speak to you both. Obviously, I will probably echo what a lot of people are thinking, but I've got 3 points here.
Go on, mate.
The first one, obviously, we've not scored from open play for 450 minutes. That's alarm bells ringing, is it not?
Red flags everywhere. Yep.
Red flags, and also, why is he not, like you boys have talked about the creativity, James Maddison, why are we not bringing in form players, James Maddison, Sancho, like Fikayo Tomori? The man won Serie A last season. Why is he not in there getting a chance and playing?
Well, we might see a change on Monday evening. Just on the back of that, he's not having Maddison at any price. He's just not having him, is he? There's certain players, certain managers have certain things with players, and he just doesn't see it. He doesn't see it, and he's not going to have him. There's the time he should have been actually was the back end of last season. He should have been the last.
No, you know what? He sees it. For me, he sees it, but he's just being stubborn now.
Do you think so?
James Maddison needs to come in.
He doesn't. But I think there might be a bit of a personality, because you remember when he got released by the England squad, ended up in a casino. Do you remember? I just wonder whether there's an element of that.
Got to swallow your pride. You got to get the best players, the players that are on form in the squad. You can't have a vendetta against someone because of that.
Go on, Shawnee.
I've got one more.
Go on, mate.
I've got one last point to make. Saw a stat actually, a fact that said that England are one of only 2 teams in the Nations League this year to have scored only 1 goal that wasn't from open play, and the other team that have done that is San Marino.
Good team, San Marino.
Good team. So that says it all.
Yeah. Cheers, Shawnee. Thanks for that, bud.
That's a horrible stat.
Isn't it? San Marino.
Yeah.
San Marino have matched our goal-scoring record so far.
That's outrageous.
And by the way, Germany got beat tonight against Hungary.
Yeah.
You can bet your bottom dollar they will be smarting after that. They themselves. I don't know what talk radio's going on in Germany right now, but I'm pretty sure they'll be saying something very similar about going into this World Cup on good form. But we know.
Oh, they'll be thinking they'll get their confidence.
But Germany rock up to
England.
tournaments. Germany,
all the time.
How many times we see we beat Germany 5-1?
All I can say is we go into some tournaments having won 10, 12 games on the bounce and we flop.
Do you think this might be a good thing?
I don't know. I hope so. I'm hoping it's the opposite. We lose 6 games on the bounce or don't win in 6 games and then we go there and actually do well.
Is it a good
he has to do
basically
well.
you're saying it's a good thing that we're stinking the joint out?
It's not a good thing. Of course it's not a good thing. However, now if we try and put a positive spin on it,
go on,
it doesn't matter what happens in these games. If you go and get to the final of the World Cup or win it or semi-final, that's the most important thing. It helps going in with confidence. I know that. No, I'm just trying to put a positive spin on it.
Is it a good thing that England is stinking the joint out right now? Because Darren's right. How many times we got into a major tournaments, haven't lost a game, conceded the fewest goals, go into it, ended up getting knocked out by Iceland.